According to Abortion and the Conscience of the Nation by Ronald Reagan, spring 1994 edition of the Human Life Review, Reagan claims that women's rights to abortion was never the framers' intentions. However, creating policies that forbade the usage of abortion clinics will not solve this problem. Having access to termination clinics will diminish the number of women having unsanitary abortions. My name is Fallon Hilliard, and I will be discussing with you why abortion clinics should be accessible. The topic of abortion is controversial, but access to sanitary medical facilities shouldn't be. First, I'll show you some data and rates of death by unsanitary abortions. Next, I'll tell you how much people lack support of abortion clinics. And lastly, I'll tell you the actions we should take and what we hope to see in the future. Let me start by giving you some information over abortion. Many countries have abolished the access to abortion clinics. Without the ability to safely and professionally terminate a pregnancy, women resort to a criminal act. In her 2004 book, World Issues: Abortion, Beth Bacon claims that 48% of all pregnancies were unintended. An estimated 45 million women have abortions worldwide each year. 20 million of those were performed illegally in underdeveloped countries and without the proper resources. So let's do the math. That's almost half of all abortions being performed in unsafe environments. Beth Bacon also states in her book that without legal access to abortion clinics or sanitary utilities to terminate a pregnancy, an estimated 70,000 women die a year. In countries where abortion is illegal, women try to find a way to terminate their pregnancies for numerous reasons. Worldwide, there are 55,000 unsafe abortions a year, 95% of which are in developing countries, causing the deaths of at least 200 women a day. With knowledge of how many suffer from not having access to abortion clinics, we will now discuss what causes these problems. Lack of support of abortion was hindered by the legalization of abortion clinics in some countries. In countries that have legalized abortions, there have been cases on the news that have dealt with protesters bombarding abortion clinics. The protesters were considering the children's lives and the harm that would be done to them at this facility. But without access to cleanly, knowledgeable facilities like this one, the mother might have decided or be forced to resort to a dangerous back street or homemade procedure. In another sense, some abortion clinics are so scarce in areas that they might as well be unavailable. Some countries lack the resources or funds to create these facilities, which make it impossible for women to access. Lastly, we shall talk about the actions that need to be taken in order to legalize abortion everywhere. The benefits of accessible abortion clinics outweighs the disadvantages. The 1995 American Journal of Political Science entry, American Ambivalence Towards Abortion Policy, Development of a Heteroscedastic Probate Model of Competing Values by Michael Alvarez and John Brim, gives a great example to analyze situations when considering abortion. The General Social Survey is composed of a complex list of questions, and respondents decide with each situation whether abortion should be obtainable or not. Women would benefit from abortion clinics because they are safer and allow mothers to have control over their own bodies. It prevents death in delivery, stillbirths, and the deliverance of a baby conceived in violence. Let me recap. I began with showing you data over death rates caused by unsanitary abortions. Then I explained how the lack of support hinders abortion clinics. And to end, I told you what we should do to take action and what we should hope to see in the future. Abortion is one of the most controversial topics in the world today. Most people who favor its accessibility can also give reasons why it shouldn't be accessible, and vice versa. The main objection is one that revolves around morals and the death of an innocent child. However, I implore each of you to seek out medical and situational factors of abortion. The information I have provided you with today should show you the importance of accessing abortion clinics. Thank you for listening.